Guys, what's in this case? Well, I'm going to show you because I'm going to time travel. I have not opened it yet. Spinning in front of you is the Civivi Odd 22. It's a Tough Thumbs design. It is currently not available yet on their website, but I did look it up, and I will tell you, it's not that pricey, and it's the knife you're going to want. You haven't gotten it yet. You can't get it yet, but you're going to want it. So let's turn this around. Take a look at it from above, because it's pretty good. What are we looking at? Well, guys, if you guys remember here just a little bit back, we had Seth from We Knife Company in Civivi. He is their marketing manager, and he did a giveaway on my channel. One of my paying members, Will B, won this knife. As you saw it in the intro, it is a very attractive knife. It was on the turntable. It was table turning. And so this is a design by my friend Jeff over at Tough Thumbs. We're going to take a real good look at this, and we're lucky because this knife has not even dropped yet. We're going to have a pre-release look, and I'm going to tell you from everything I've seen, I know that I put it back in the box. There was an unboxing. I did it at the very beginning of the when it first showed up. And I got rid of the footage, but this is an awesome, awesome little knife. So let's go ahead, let's get all this stuff out of the way and start talking about this knife. So let's take a quick look at this and then do some size comparison. This is a very attractive knife. It was designed by Jeff over at Tough Thumbs. He has some awesome, awesome designs. You see the Tough Thumbs logo on it. This thing is gorgeous. So before we take a walk around this knife, let's do a quick size comparison because that's how we do here. Your first knife is going to be the Fair & Forge Stinger. I grabbed this because this is not a very big knife. In the video, it looked much larger, but it's not a real big knife. The Stinger and it are just really very similar in size profile side by side. Your next knife's going to be the QSP Penguin, also not a large knife. You can see that the Odd 22 is a little bit bigger than the Penguin. And so your final knife for comparison, as always, is going to be the Chris Reeves Sebenza. I use this knife because most people are going to have a good idea of the size of that knife. You can see that the large Sebenza 21 is a good bit bigger than the Odd 22 by Civivi. So let's get this out of the way and take a walk around this not yet released knife. It's the first time I've gotten to say that. This knife has not hit the market yet. It is still listed as coming soon. So guys, let's take a look at this, and I'm pretty excited because one, this is a great knife. Two, Jeff's designs are always really cool. And three, this is the first time that I've had a company send me an item before release, except for my own designs and some proto stuff that they were already selling on Artisan. So this is the first company other than Artisan that's really sent me something that's on their website coming soon. This thing is done in 14C28N. The grind on this, as I would expect from Civivi, you guys know I'm a big fan of Civivi stuff. The grind on this is awesomely thin behind the edge. Nice blade shape. You've got a nice flat here and then some belly. This is a good all-around blade. In hand, this is a little smaller than I thought it was going to be from the way it looked on video with Seth. On a video, sometimes on a live feed especially, the sizes can be distorted. And then there's the fact that I have really large hands. But there is nothing that doesn't detract at all from the coolness of this knife. Would I have liked it to be a little bit bigger? Yeah, I think I would have liked this a little bit bigger. But the size overall is really good. Pocket clip is pretty good. It's not really a hot spot. I am aware of it, but it's not uncomfortable. It is a good looking pocket clip. It's not super, super tall, but it is nice and deep carry. I put this in my pocket once just to see how it carries. It does not do badly. It's got just about the right amount of tension for most pants, and it is reversible. No lanyard hole, but you have a lanyard post, which is something I like. So you can put a lanyard around that and you don't have to worry about having a hole in your blade. Action on this, as with anything from Civivi or We, I would expect smooth action, and it's pretty smooth. This has not really been flipped very much, so this probably will get smoother over time. It's not quite fall shut, but it's just almost there, but you feel zero friction in that action when you open and close it. Flipper tab on it has a good bit of jimping, but it's not horrible. And the area where you're going to be touching the knife has got just a little bit, but this area up here is smooth. So you've got just the right amount of jimping. They didn't overdo it. Jimping on the spine is good. I just wish that it stood up a little bit more here. I feel like you lose a little bit, but then you'd have that weirdness where some people complain about it on the Sapenza, where when open, you can see the blade hop up, but you don't lose any of your jimping on that. This one you do a little bit. Lock bar has got a little bit of jimping, but it's not super aggressive. We did a knife here the other day that the jimping was super aggressive on the lock bar, and I was unhappy with it. The way this thing cuts, we'll have to see. I've got to talk to the guy that owns this. Like I said, this was part of a giveaway. I got to find out if he minds if I cut with this a little bit, because it is his knife. But it seems as though 14C28N, always a good steel for any of the purposes I would use it for. It seems as though this is going to be something that would cut really well because it has very, very good edge geometry. I don't see any issues with the edge, and it came screaming sharp. Now, there are a couple small little things that I don't like about it. So let's go ahead and flip this and take a look at it and see the bad stuff. There's not a lot here. The finish on this, I think, is going to slick up pretty quickly in use. I think you're gonna that finish is going to come off a little more quickly than you would expect. This may have been used by Seth before it was done as a giveaway. So there's that. The thumb studs. I like this knife, but the thumb studs feel a little weird. It just feels like they work really well, but it just feels like I almost am not getting purchase on them. But they are nicely done thumb studs. So like they just feel weird, but they're fine. Like I said, action is great. The pocket clip does move a little. You can hear it. And it's not so much that it moves that it bothers me. It's when I clamp down on a knife and I hold onto it to get ready to flip, I can feel it move a little bit, and I just don't like that. It's a tactile thing I just don't like. There's nothing physically wrong with the pocket clip. And like I said, not a hot spot. And then the final thing is, it is, even though I said that the access to the lock bar is pretty good, it is a little tight, but I think what does it is the little bit of jimping. So it's easy to disengage, but I would like to have had a little bit more room in here. I would like to see this a little bit lower on this side. But all in all, this thing is great so far. I'm going to find out from Will B, the gentleman that won this knife, if he minds if I do some cutting with it. I just want to see how it does. Probably will touch up the edge for him before it comes back to him. But yeah, all in all, this is an awesome, awesome knife. And I'm really glad that I've got some companies now that are starting to send some stuff on the front side. So I'm not the last one to get it. If I had to rely on, there's a lot of times that I am one of the last guys that get a knife, and I have to wait for other people to get done with theirs. Jared is really good about trying to send me stuff that is newer. I just want to be able to start having stuff on the channel that is new, that everyone gets to see for the first time here. So let's turn this around, do some final thoughts, send you out about your day. So yeah, guys, this is a great knife. I'm glad Seth sent it along. I'm glad that Will, my paying member, was willing to let me see this before I send it off, because he won it, as I said, in a giveaway. This is an awesome little knife, good quality materials. It has a very good feel to it. It is a great, great knife. I'm gonna take the pocket clip off of it. I think that's gonna make it even better. But yeah, Jeff's designs are always awesome. So yeah, I'm glad we got to see this one. Guys, that's it on this one. If you like the videos, give them a thumbs up. If you don't like them, give them a thumbs down. But please try to tell me why. I can't change the content if you don't tell me what you don't like. If you want to support the channel, it's as simple as like, share, subscribe, drop a comment, hit the bell icon. If you do hit the bell icon, though, make sure you've got it set for all, and make sure you've got notifications turned on your devices, or you're not going to get notified of the 2 things that happen on my channel every day, Monday through Friday. If you want to support the channel financially, however, there's a handful of ways. There's a bunch of affiliates down below. It's like self-sponsorship. Anything you purchase with any of my affiliate links directly supports the channel. If you're using the Amazon ones, it doesn't even have to be the item you clicked on. You can use those to purchase anything from soap to prune juice. It does not matter. I still get credit for it. A couple of them have discounts. Atlas VPN is still 84% off through the holidays. And Coffee Brand Coffee, the coffee I'm currently drinking, is the maple pecan holiday flavor. But they'll save you 5% at checkout with that affiliate link. Other ways you can do it, I have a membership that gets you in on tier-based benefits. Everyone has access to my Gilded server. Baseline and premium tier members are entered into giveaways that I do on the Gilded server. And the premium guys have access to a sharpening tutorial series right here on YouTube that I built for them behind a paywall. And the final way is I have a merchandise store where you can pick up my merchandise or other creators' merchandise for a discount. Again, 10% off if you use my coupon code CrazySharp, capital C, capital S, CrazySharp, all one word, saves you 10% at checkout. Guys, that's it on this one. I love you all. Keep it clean in the comment section. It makes it easier to moderate the channel. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. And I will see you in the next video.